I'm Claire Crosby with Blood Horse Plus, and today we're at Godolphin's Jonabell Farm to visit Delightful Quality, the dam of champion essential quality. I spoke with Michael Banahan about the mare and the decision to send her to Tappet, which resulted in Grade 1 success.
Delightful Quality is a 12-year-old elusive quality mare. She's a good race mare for us. She was a sprinter and a hard-knocking sprinter and did well for us. And as a family, we've tried to nurture since we bought Contrive back in '05. And she'd been a good mare to us, but hadn't realised her potential as well as we probably would have liked her to have done. So it's a slow burner, but eventually we got there with the classic winner, Essential Quality, last week. The mare has been, that's our first winner that she had for us, but she had some nice foals in the past, a Bernardini, another Tappet and a Tisnow. And unfortunately, we didn't get lucky with them. One had a wind issue, another one had a sesamoid fracture. And so eventually we got there, and Essential Quality himself was a really nice baby and turned into a really good yearling. And we always had high hopes for him when we sent him around to Florida to get broken. And the word had always came back from Florida and then with Brad Cox that he was one of the top 2-year-olds of his group, which transpired. And so it was nice to, I think we've got a good blend of stamina from Tappet and her speed through Elusive Quality and Gone West and Stormcat in there as well. And we've got a nice blend of that quality speed on top of stamina. And Essential Quality himself, he won first time out going 6 furlongs, and then he doubled that distance winning the Belmont. So I think if you got high class speed that can carry a distance, you get those classic type of winners. Tappet, we've long been a fan of Tappet, and some of our best runners have been by him. Essential Quality this year and Frosted in the past, who was in our stallion barn now. And we've had another runner, a good runner called Dance Card, who's the mother of a nice 3-year-old that we had that just ran last week, who had up in Belmont as well. So we've long been a fan of his, and it's just been taking a while before we got the fruition of some really good racehorses on the racetrack. Yeah, she's sweet enough mare. She blends in with the rest of her buddies fairly well. So she's an easy personality, easy one to get on with, and her foals are similar to that, like herself as well. So they've been pretty easy going. She's in foal to Tappet at the moment, and this is her 3rd trip to Tappet. Unfortunately, it was a week after Essential Quality won the Breeders' Futurity last year, when we were checking all our mares in October, that she came up empty. And it's typical of what happens. She was the only mare on the farm that came up empty, and but that's the way it goes. So it would have been really nice to have an Nyquist foal on the ground, but that didn't work out like that. So glad to get her back in foal to Tappet, and hopefully we'll get another good one out of her. So this is a family that Sheikh Mohammed, since he bought Contrive, has nurtured this family, and we have several sisters to Delightful Quality as well that we have high hopes for too. And you know, we really enjoyed this family, and Sheikh Mohammed has taken great interest in developing these type of families, as we saw in the Epsom Derby that was run the same day as the Belmont, where he had 2 homebreds winning 1.5 mile classics each side of the Atlantic within 8 hours of each other, which was fantastic. And it was it's something that he tries to achieve as for his global organization as far as breeding these type of horses. And so I think being able to do that gives him great satisfaction when we can get these high quality horses to develop through multi-generations and see the success on the racetrack.